They'll run. This is Hunt. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st down, Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch the ad. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, check, lucky, lucky.
Now Cook running right. Cook with a first down and much more. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw again, Lawrence. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play here for the Bills. 45 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Watch 12. Go, go.
From the gun, Lawrence. Finding Green complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Back to throw. Lawrence. And the grab by Croft. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here's Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. 2nd and 2. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, it's Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Check three. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
48.
On fourth down, Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Malik Jackson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Jackson, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Malik Jackson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Lawrence, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jackson on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hurry up. Watch 49. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Get it.
To throw on second down, Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there. A first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
Check your hot read. Whip, 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 whip. Buzz, buzz.
Jackson now operating from the gun. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Down. 70 ending. 49 to Mike. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. 49.
Now Jackson on first down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Steps away. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Hunt. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Tighten up.
Hey, lock it.
Tighten up.
Now.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Well, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.